So, sanding it all flat now. So hopefully get some fiberglass on it. So in some places I've had to sand quite a bit away, in some places it's good. Obviously our joins a bit. A few mil here, a few more there, but...
Is this what you call fairing the decks?
Everyone likes a fair deck, don't they? Can you explain to me and the viewers what you're doing?
I'm marking out where the fiberglass goes. So we've got 2 layers going on, but they're staggered. So the bottom layer is starting from the edge of the first lot of fiberglass, and the fiberglass roll is 1 metre wide, so that's going to be where the first layer comes to, and then the layer that goes on that is going to be staggered back to meet that one there, and that's going to come to there. So we sort of brickwork, sort of pattern the fiberglass down so all the joins are sort of covered.
Very good. Well, I'm going to mark all this out, then we're going to start cutting glass. Okay. Smells good. Right, so time to mix up some fiberglass resin, or the resin for the fiberglass. Last time we used some scales, it's quite accurate scales, but we couldn't see the numbers because we were putting the bucket over it. But what Gemma did, she won in a fishing competition some fish scales. So what we need, we're going to measure out 5 kilos, so this will come in handy. I've already calibrated it with the bucket as well, so we're not weighing the bucket. Right, let's pour some resin.
Right, fiberglass time. I always get quite nervous at fiberglass time, because it's like, if it goes wrong big style, doesn't it? And it's not something that we are the greatest at. But let's start mixing the resin. That one.
Yeah, one between 4 and 6.
Funny, aren't you?
Right, you ready? It's heavy, this.
I'm not even at 2 yet. So we hold it as you pour. 3, 4.
It's 4 and a bit.
4 and a bit.
Well, stand up, you better hold it easier.
No, because I can't see.
Yeah, hold it easier. So, tiny bit more.
Little tiny dollop. Stop.
That'll do.
Okay.
Right, so I think we should get all these buckets up to 5 kilos now, and then when we want to, then we could just come in and apply some hardener. What do you think, Gem?
Yep.
Good idea? That was actually Gemma's idea before, but I thought
Thought he'd rob it and say it on camera as if it was his own. I'm on to you.
I'm trying to like sort of keep you guys informed on our headspace. I'll do this every bit. It should technically be getting lighter now, shouldn't it? Coming, darling. Ready? I'm going to set it high. Ooh. So, yeah. Right, so we've put 4 layers of glass down now. So what we need to do is wait for this to dry, and then we can put the top coat on. Are you happy with it, Jem?
Yeah, we didn't put 4 layers down. We put 2 layers down in 4 pieces.
4 pieces. Quick edit there. Doesn't help, as per usual on Sarinda. It's always windy, isn't it? And we've got some water as well today. Get off it.
It's a bit stabby in the knee.
Is it dry?
Yeah.
It's not bad actually, is it? Right, I think I just want a quick sand, and also what we need to do is prep for where we put the top coat on. So, what's your opinion with the top coat? How far are we going to overlap it?
Yeah. So yeah, that needs a good sand off.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to go too far back, does it? Just sort of an inch past here.
I mean, there's going to be like a definitive line on where we paint it. It doesn't really matter.
Quick cup of tea, I think, and then start painting. Don't stand on it. Get off. Then you pass me roll ahead.
Oh no! What are we going to do?
It's just now part of the boat.
Look at this!
Yeah, we'll only need the handle.
There you go. It's on the plywood off. Is that
Okay, so people are worried about the bonds to the resin to the plywood. My god. Painting your deck time! Yay! This is the biggest area that I've painted on the boat, apart from the roof. But yeah, time to get mixing that grey paint.
Alright, so how many litres are we doing?
We're going to do 6, but we're going to split it over 3.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Is that 3 kilos? Yeah.
Let's get the scales out. Oh, that's over 4.
4?
Yeah.
Looks like you're doing 4, doesn't it?
Okay.
Well, what is it exactly?
4.2. Okay, our scales may have been wrong.
Right, I've just recalibrated. What we should have done is checked the calibration. But I think you can knock the calibration on this quite easy. It's sort of a bit too close for the M. Right, so that's weighing 0 now.
Right, we did start splitting it, but yeah, let's go back to... Okay, we're just under 2 there.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Not me to do.
I know.
Look pretty. I understand they will look pretty. Quite an easy job, really. That's good colour match, that.
For months, I've been stood at this helm looking out the window going, one day, I'm going to look out this window and see no rot and just see the finished bow sort of thing. And then obviously once we started working on the bow and painted it grey, it was like one day we're going to stand here and all we're going to see is a grey deck. Today's that day. Look at that. You've got to celebrate like the small wins, haven't you? And you're like, but you always go, oh, one day I can't wait for. I mean, next one day is I can't wait to walk out of that door and feel safe. Because at the minute there's loads of holes in the deck. So that's sort of the next job, really, isn't it? So I think what we need to go and do now is the last beams, well, half beams down below.
Alright, so it's the next day. There was a lot of rain last night. I'm liking how it's going off the side of the boat rather than it's going that way opposed to coming down. Right, we're waiting for the weather to go away. It started raining before, so we had a good tidy up down here. And guess what Gemma's been doing? Plotting, that's what she's been doing. On what this area can be once we're finished, because we don't really fall that far ahead. We're thinking down here, aren't we, Gem? A big master suite.
Big master suite. Big telly. Cupboards. But then it'd be nice to be able to fit, maybe sleep like 6, 8 people down here, 6 at the back or whatever. This boat will eventually have to pay for itself because we can't afford to run a big 72-foot boat on our own, but also it's too big just for the both of us. So long term, maybe charters or something. So it'd be nice to be able to fit quite a lot of people in, or just people who are coming with us on the ride. So, but it'd be nice to keep this area quite open and social, so it's not just loads of rooms and loads of cabins. So if we had one private master suite at the front, and then we done bunks along the side, but then have your bunks that sort of finish here, but then still have a seating area and a social area with a big table in the middle, and then in the corner over there have like a head and a shower.
That's what happens when it starts raining and we start like
Overthinking.
cogs ticking. But yeah, what would be nice down here is to have another bulkhead, a big bulkhead. So yeah, if we had like a master suite down there, then you can have another big bulkhead across there that'll keep the boat a bit stronger. Right, this weather gone yet? What?
And the thing is, the more bunks we've got, the more of you guys can come on trips with us. So yeah.
Because it is a big space. It's huge.
So yeah, so if we had like single bed bunks, you know, one at the top, one at the bottom, then you'd fit 4 people along there. And then obviously I've got a head and shower there, and then another 2 bunks there. And because obviously the hull goes back, you know, your beds are there, and then you've still got this space for big seating area, big table in the middle. I don't know, what do you guys think? This is still very early days, so it's just hard to visualise, isn't it? So the little beams we've got to do next, it's going to be quite awkward just to put it in, to mark it out, to cut it. So we're going to make a template.
Right, so we've got one template made now. Should make it a bit easier because we've got some cuts to do on one end and cuts on the other end, so it saves messing up the good piece. Just want the weather to go away. Need to open up, or should we start taking it apart from the inside?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah. We can do a lot from the inside.
The only thing I'm thinking about that is when we start to undo the sheet from the outside, we'll have nothing on the top to stand on maybe, I don't know. But yeah.
I'll stand underneath and catch you if you fall.
Okay, we'll cross that bridge. Right, so what we need to do now is remove this big triangle shaped piece. So let's get the sabre saw out. Right, stand back. How many is it?
I'm standing under our good day.
There you go. I've got to change this web frame as well. Because, yeah, it's poorly up there. You can't see because it's dark, but trust me.
That was a beautiful wonky cut.
The judge cuts. Like, why has it fell off? Look, it's got all this deck still on it. So we need it open from the top, really. Just testing the work we've already done. Right, the weather's not going to play on our side today. By the time we open it all up, everything will get soaked, I'll get soaked, my hair will be a mess. We're not going to do that. But what we are going to do is come this way. So we need to start thinking about these beams here. Don't think we're going to laminate them, they're only that big. But what we can do is actually make some out of some larch, can't we? So we'll take some measurements. I think we've got some larch on board and we'll start making. There's been ever such a slight curve, isn't there, to them? Right, so for those short beams, what we're going to do is using our 50mm by 125mm larch. So then we'll cut a curve in it. So they should be long enough and plenty strong enough. These are actually wider than the original, so then we're now marking against our known good curvature. And then, I don't know how we're going to cut them. I think we'll probably start with the bandsaw. What do you think, Jem?
Yeah.
Goes round corners okay, doesn't it?
Yeah. Or jigsaw.
Start the bandsaw. Jigsaw goes. Yeah, and then we'll plane back to that line then. I'm not even sure if the bottom needs to be cut. Do you reckon we leave the bottom straight? Because it's only going to go to the knee, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we won't be able to plane the bottom, will we? Easily. So I think we'll leave the bottom straight. So if we leave the bottom straight, we've just got like a couple of mil there. And then we'll just cut the top. I'd use the Sharpie, to be honest with you.
People shout at you for using Sharpies.
It's not their boat. Right, let's go and try one, we'll cut one.
Cut that one.
So it's got to go down to that line there, so as long as it's nice and better than that, it's like a BMX track at the moment. Now that's actually perfect. See a nice radius to it. You probably can't tell because the GoPro's like, you've got like these special glasses on, aren't they? Cool, one down.
Well, the way to check it is put it on top of that.
Yeah. So put it under there. Oh, okay. Very good, man.
So the problem with having the boat still not finished deck-wise, still got water leaks. So I put a bag over my nice beam because I'm worried about like water stains, because obviously it's not varnished. It's alright, like got a bit of water there. That's fine. It's varnished, but these bits aren't. So I'm trying to protect my unvarnished wood. Bloody weather. Right, so I think what we're going to do is get as many pieces of the puzzle made now, because tomorrow is looking like a really good day. So if we can get everything made now, then when the sun comes out, hopefully we can just put the pieces of the puzzle together. So I think we've got a few frames to make, a few packers to make, so we're just going to bang them out now. You make a packer, I'll make a broom.
Yeah, but what kind of packer? We call everything packers.
It's the one behind the web frame, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go me.
Now that's the right amount of ooze. You can only get away with that when Gemma's not looking. Right, so we need to make a new web frame. So here's our normal stock we'd use here. The problem is our hull is curvy and our wood is straight, so we've got a bit of a gap at the back there. And it's near impossible to bend a piece of oak like that. So I can probably flex it ever so slightly. So what we need to do is laminate some. So what we're going to do is glue 3 pieces together so we get the curve, then we'll clamp it up and then we'll let the glue go off and then we'll put it next to where we want to cut it, then we'll cut it and then we can install it there. Alright, so let's get to laminating.
What we're really lacking at the minute on the boat is workspace. You know, like flat benches to work off and stand and work. So I think when we finish the deck, we're going to turn the bow area into like a big sort of workable space. It's been a while since we've done a frame. I always wear 2 layers of gloves so you can take the one off that you messed up. You've still got a pair.
She just wowed me then, wooed me a bit. She just peeled a glove off and there was a glove still there and I was like, what's going on? I can't do that because I could just fit one pair or one.
Right, you ready on the clamps?
Yeah.
Right, so I'm on a paint your boat parts mission. So them deck beams that we've just cut, I'm going to paint them. I've also been painting the knees that I hadn't done yet, so they're all ready to go in. So just getting the parts of the jigsaw puzzle ready. So for now, these are just going to go in a white primer. So we asked you about lighting down here in a few episodes ago, and we decided there's no point buying lights when we've already got some. So we're using the original LED lights that we already had, but what the best comment was get some command strips to stick them up with.
Hold on a minute, let me look at you. There you go.
So, command strips, our original lights.
Which they don't look very bright at the moment, do they?
We've only got one on.
Oh no, yeah. Oh, they're still like...
So, we've stuck them up, we've tested one, and then realised we haven't got enough wire to install them. So that'll be maybe next week.
We're just having one of them tinkery days today. Do you know when you got like loads of little things you need to do and loads of things you need to think about? It's one of them days. You still can't beat these lights though. Can you?
We should have just got 4 more of them. But if we find the lights that we have got aren't powerful enough, then we can just swap them out for them, can't we?
Yeah.
They're both 24 volts.
No, they're 240 volt. They're mains.
Oh, we can't then. So we're stuck with these.
But Gemma's right, you can buy bigger, more powerful 24 volt lights, can't you? So yeah, as long as all the wiring's there, the wiring's good, the wiring's big enough, so. Right, okay. We're going to get the recip saw out now then, so I can cut that bit of deck away. And we can change the beam! Exciting! So, you never know whether it's heavy or not, do you? We're in that predicament at the moment. Might be heavy, might not be heavy.
It also come apart and fell on my foot at the point where I haven't got steel toes.
I told you you should have some lead boots.
That stung, that one.
She always has herself right underneath, doesn't she? Right, I think what Gemma's doing now, she's going to sort out that web frame we laminated. She's going to sand it all up beautiful. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with the template, aren't we, with a beam. And then we'll meet in the middle.
So a lot of people notice me graffiti. See it? Gemma loves Sarinda.
I got all like excited then. I thought it was about me, but it's not, is it? At least it's Sarinda, isn't it?
I love you too. Come here. Mwah.
Right. Gemma's done sanding. I'm still doing this. So yeah, nice template. It's coming on well. Take your time. It's gonna be good. What I've been thinking though, is this template going to fit the other side? We're going to save it for the other side and see how different the boat is side to side. Do you think it's going to be the same?
Should be the same. We'll see in a few episodes' time.
About 8 foot different, wasn't it? Right, so made myself a template. Not bad. It's on a straight edge along there. Few mil there, it's wrong, but I can correct that when we put it to the finished piece. So yeah, let's start cutting the finished piece. One we laminated earlier here. So put our little template on it. So I need about a mil higher. So actually where my line is, basically I cut it the wrong side of the line. So it needs to go a mil higher there. And then there's a slight correction down here, but it's going to be good. Right, let's cut this out. Now you offer to sit on me wood. I'm okay for this colour, I might do it in a second. Right, so it's all cooked quite nice. So what we need to do is now round off these corners here. Because when we did the routering, obviously it's the roundness or the radius of the router we left in this beam here. So we need to sort of match these. Let's use the grinder, round them off a bit. Right, want a few tweaks. So we're still off a tiny bit, about 10mm actually, off our straight edge, which is going from this beam to that beam. But I think we'll come off this end, because this end fits quite nice. And it's a bit more complicated to cut this end, so we'll remove a bit off here, and then it'll go that way, then it'll allow that end to drop down. Probably doesn't make any sense, but we'll just do it, and then hopefully it works. Well, we're going to start with that much. Right, we're very close now. So for this level of precision, I think we'll use the grinder. She's a beauty.
Never used a plane before.
What's going to go well, isn't it?
How do you do it?
Right, set it to minimum. So to set this, that's maximum there. So just set it to minimum for now. So the idea, I think, we're not very good, is to keep this flat to there.
Okay.
If that was me, it would have all fell apart by now.
Should do it.
I'm very impressed.
I'm even more impressed if it actually fits now.
Just let me beam.
Yes! Did a thing?
And I just let on my beam and it just moved. Well done.
Cool. Right.
Feel accomplished.
Yeah, just need to clean this up a little bit now.
Cool. And weirdly, we've got a really nice day. It's actually really nice. Makes change, doesn't it? Right, so it'd be nice to router the edges on this to match these, but we've misplaced our router bit. Spent about half an hour looking for it, can't find it anyway. So it's going to go up, and my plan is to router them in position anyway. Should be able to do that quite happily. surprised she's letting me glue this. I've got lots of masking tape, so any of my runs will be hidden. Let's see what it goes.
Yeah.
Pass on my own back, I think. That was quite a nice piece that gone in.
That flat bit that we didn't router out.
Oh yeah, look.
Perfect.
Perfecto. It's a shame we didn't router this because Gemma lost the bit, didn't you?
Not even going there with you. I don't lose anything.
Gemma doesn't lose anything ever or make any mistakes, do you?
No.
No. Right, so what's crack then?
That's all you're getting for today, because the weather's looking really bad next week, so I can't give you everything that we're doing today, otherwise there'll be no episode next week if the weather is as bad as it says it's going to be. So come back next week and we should have this done. This should have ply on, and hopefully we can start on the other side as well, and then the front section will all be decked and all be watertight, which is awesome. So thank you all so much for watching, and thank you to all our amazing supporters, you know, and everyone who just presses that subscribe button and gives us a like and a lovely comment. But yeah, have a nice weekend. See you all next week.